it tells you what it does on the it's very straightforward, right? It's a early game skirmishing and snowballing comp. It has a great late game win condition in the Gwen, but Gwen really at this point is in any point of the game win condition. And if they get to mid to late game team fights without really any substantial lead, I think they will struggle. I do think that the matchups are a lot better. Last time T1 had a neutralizing matchup in bot lane that they actually played really well, was even winning early, right? Guma and Carrier looked good. Carrier out of lane not so much, but in lane he was fine. And then in top lane you had Doran on the tank. Now you have Doran and Carry versus Carry, and Xayah Rakan into Rel, and
we'll see how he does in that mid lane. Here's game number 2.
수환사의 협곡에 오신 것을 환영합니다. 미니언 생성까지 30초 남았습니다.
All right, here we go. Into game number 2. We got a little setup up in the top side, but doesn't look like anything much will happen. Beryl gonna get a ward. GG.
melee form plus. Oh, aiming. Area?
They're going to take a huge amount of damage. Aiming just sidestepping out of that one. Beryl goes in on the feathers. And now Guma just walking forward into them. And he's got the most health. He is the most dangerous person, so takes a very good trade. The Q does miss the Gleaming Quill from the Rakan. But it's still a good situation here for the T1 bot lane.
But is it as good as getting double scuttle? I don't know. I don't think so.
And will be able to hold his own. I say that as now Shiu going in with the needles. Let's see who does win the trade. As flash on in, one more auto would have done it. But Doran holds on to his flash.
Shiu invests a lot, but doesn't actually get the kill. A little bit more damage could have done it. Both of them looking like they will be backing, but Doran cancels his. Shiu does complete his. Does now get the haunting, guys, but going to be an opportunity here for Owner down the line to try and take down this Gwen. And now he's flashless. So we do have a grub for Dragon trade. Not riveting, but it sets up for an exciting mid-game, surely.
Does it? I mean, game one, we had a lot of this.
I'm hoping that if I say it will happen. And generally that's not...
That's the opposite of the way it goes.
Well, that's...
Here at the LCK.
I have no impact. We know that's how it works, right? I can,
that's what you think, yeah.
No, I can say it, and it won't, or it will happen, but my words have no...
But if you said it, and then... Okay. We'll see how that works out for you. Shiu kind of getting ganked here. Did not expect this, and now, with no flash available, it's just an easy kill setup for T1. First blood goes over to the chase as well. It's basically perfect for them.
An OTP for Shiu. Really nice timing there from Owner. Actually getting the full value out of that missing summoner there for the Gwen.
But I do know that T1 generally has their number. And it's coming into this one, you know, on paper, in terms of tier list.
Oh, again?
DK should be on top, but that's not the case tonight. As he will in a bit of trouble. A lot is going to miss onto the Gwen, but will it matter? Looks like yes, it absolutely will. Owner does get away though. And it's still, it's going to chunk him out, and Doran just take a turret shot once again, but...
Oh, you'll take that though, that's grubs.
Good, yeah,
that's going to be 6 grubs for DK, thanks to Shiu surviving that one. This time, even without the flash, is able to dodge. Owner was also spotted, not getting quite caught off guard. Still going to maintain the gold lead for Doran, obviously. That's not going to be fixed that easily, but the game state for DK, at least towards the top half of the map, not in as much shambles as that 1v1 matchup.
Yeah, it really does feel like it's part of the reason why these two picks are so prevalent in our LCK meta.
They're always good.
They're always good. They're reliable.
You
know, it's like Xinjiao or Azir. It's like the favorite picks of the LCK. And they all have that thing in common.
This is
that
gone.
They can do everything, essentially. Oh, 1v1 here. Charm just come down on a Faker, but still going to take a good trade. A lot missing there for SHOWMAKER. And it's Chemtech Soul. We hadn't had one tonight.
I have no copium on the Chemtech Soul. Yeah, for DK, I guess it's okay. I don't know.
We'll trade here, but yeah, I mean, with Phase Rush and Yomu's, like, Doran can always take huge trades and just never be punished.
Yeah, there's no shot. This time at least, reinforcements are here. Lucid is waiting in fog. Oh, he's still outside of the vision.
Wow.
That ward did get spotted, but they are. Yeah, there you go. They're like, I don't really trust it. It would have been a disaster had they gone in.
Shame on you. Do it twice. Shame on me. But yeah, it doesn't really seem like that was going to work as many times, especially into the Gwen that has ult. I mean, I guess Shu used it on the wave, but
unless
this time might be the charm. But Barrel's still here, so he's just hovering forever. It just feels like Barrel has decided he knows this strat. Maybe Shu doesn't, but Barrel does. This was the meta. Sit around and get one kill. And
just watch it happen.
Yeah, we do have Doran trying to greed for the turret. He will get it, and now Owner comes down. Not going to hit the ult, though. Smite onto Shu, and we got TPs coming in from both sides, but Shu should be the first to go down eventually. As looks like he's still going to be alive, actually. They don't get him. Shu's just on the edge of this one. Faker wants something. As finally Owner says, okay, I'll take out the Gwen.
Oh, the resets.
So yeah, here comes the resets. Faker does try to go in, but it's a little bit too little and too late. And Lucid gets that first reset. Aiming comes on over. It's a kill for him. And Carria as well is going to be caught up in the mess. They give that kill over to Lucid, who is now very much enjoying his lead.
And if Shu has a little bit more mana there, that play isn't even close. He didn't have mana for ult. If he could get the needles off on either Doran or later on, that would have been a blowout. But T1 keep investing into this. We gotta murder Shu again. And this time, DK is ready, as I was about to say, aiming. Let them go. At that point, when Xavier start resetting, get out of there.
It's Shu again, the target. But he's got backup, and he has mana now, so...
It's the power of friendship, Veldas!
Gotta be careful. The whole team is surrounding their top laner.
Don't worry, we got you!
And they have the gold leads, whereas Shu does not, so it kind of makes sense. If you want him to be part of this game, you have to enable him to be part of the game. You gotta get him assists, maybe kills, at least some farm. Otherwise, it's 4v5. And DK, they have more presence here on this objective. They'll take down the Rift Heralds. And they do have a gold lead. You know, that side lane with the top lane, specifically Shu, he is very far behind. And we have seen what Zeus is able to do with the very fed Jace. Is Doran going to be able to do the same? Yes, Zeus's entire team was also in a pretty good spot in that game. But Doran up 2k gold. It's on him now to potentially help out the team. Dig themselves out of the very tiny hole that they're in. Little Root comes in on aiming. He's in some trouble. Has to use the cleanse just in an awkward spot.
Big mistake from aiming there, because they were setting up to get some damage here in the mid lane turret and then run straight back. He does have a good amount of healing, so the Raptors are going to be a tasty treat. Does mean that DK needs to retake control of this Dragon Pit and Barrel. Oh, there's a Giga Cone, Veldas.
Oh no.
What?
If it's used for action, if it's used for action, I'm okay with it. And there he goes. And, well, he's gonna create space. As now in goes Carry with a fast-in. Wombo combo comes down from DK. They only get the chase, but he was the guy. He was the one guy who had to live. And instead, the rest of the low health members will be cleaned up here by DK. As Faker, the last remaining survivor, it's just going to be a clean 5-for-0 ace as the Mega Cone comes in.
Like, unless you get onto aiming immediately, that's not quite enough as I don't know.
Barrel?
That's fine, it's Barrel.
Yeah, I guess they're baiting Guma, I don't know. It worked, whatever that was. Guma just dying on the right side, and now follow up here from Lucid, who is 4-0-5, 100% kill participation for him.
I don't think getting the dragon was worth it, Veldas. I'm just gonna make that call right.
I think the Chemtech Soul, I mean, they might not even get it. Aiming, nice dodge. Doesn't have his cleanse, but he will flash and get out of there. And Barrel's right there to set up for the team. Faker just half-hearted ult just to do a bit of damage. Doran trying to go in, trying to flash for the kill. And yes, he will get it. But is it worth it? Might take down Barrel as well, but Shield comes in, and Barrel will secure the kill.
Like little step and a little whoop. Gets the kill there.
And DK, I mean, this doesn't feel like game one, where it was kind of anybody's game, and you know, it felt like DK maybe could come back This one is just DK very much in the lead, very much in control. In Omega Fed mid-jungle duo. And I don't think they're going to pull a KT. Aiming's like, no, Barrel, come back.
Yes, there is no similarities between DK and KT.
Yes, absolutely not. Okay, trying to beat this fight, I guess. As Barrel goes in, he's going to catch 3 once again, and the front line just dies. I mean,
it's Hail Mary.
T1 were not really ready for that fight, it felt like. And it's just going to be an easy cleanup for them. Lucid on the Omega Fed Viego. Not much they can do against that.
I think they thought they were ready, but they were not.
Yeah.
So game 3, Veldas, we're getting it!
We're getting a game 3.
Woo!
It's actually happening.
Let's go!
And
I liked game 1 more than game 2, Veldas. I have to be real honest with you.
Yeah. This one started off good.
It started off with great tension building, and then there was the one scene that just took out all the tension, and now we're just like, what?
Now it's just a Marvel movie.
We thought we were going for like cool atmospheric horror, and then it just turns into like, here's the monster. It's not scary at all. It's just gonna waddle around.
And you know exactly how it's gonna end because you've seen this type of movie a million times.
Yeah, that's where we're at.
Well,
Barrow hasn't died. That's what kind of game.
How is that even possible?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe that's Barrel's biggest problem. He's a KDA player.
Yeah,
right?
He doesn't go in enough, I think. he should definitely just in more, I think.
This is one of those games where Shiu afterwards, you know, you go to alt chat and you say, better top one.
Top tip. Yeah. I mean, he might end up with a gold lead by the end of the game.
Just hit him with the top diff so that if you queue into them again.
I mean, for sure, mental advantage.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, we're just going all in on Nidoran, who tries to flash, but dies instead. And it's a 7th kill for Lucid, but they found Siwoo, and it should be a withdrawal here, but the needles are coming out, as is the miss. This Gwen is actually doing quite a lot, but does eventually lose the 1v2. And it's just a withdrawal, so DK not really caring too much about you in this case.
Trying to think of analogies, Veldas. That's where we're at.
Yeah.
What's your favorite horror movie? Do you have one? Like the genre?
Not particularly.
That makes sense.
Hereditary was pretty good. Guma just going to get ulted here once again as he gets flipped back by the Barrel. As T1 really on their last legs here. Faker desperately trying to do a bit of damage. No double up there, but it's still a Yone that is not able to do enough. They're too far behind. The wallets are so heavy. It's just a mid inhibitor. So the game won't end here. Aiming is just trying to bait this game to end, I think. As he flashes away, now just one shot away, not able to take a Guma. But he certainly did bait the fight.
5 seconds on the Otacon buff, DK. Maybe leave?
No. TPN. All right, well, now they don't have the Otacon buff. Lucid?
We do need to leave, guys.
I mean, T1 identified that it's gone, and...
Oh, maybe the horror movie is that DK somehow loses this game, and we're just going to be caught off guard by the twist? No.
Well, no. Just, yeah, not quite going to happen. They're just blocking everything and knowing exactly where Faker's going to come back to. Siu making back some of that gold that he lost earlier on. And Owner as well will be a sacrifice here on the left side for the team. As there you go, he does gain a gold lead by the end of the game. Keria just trying to catch the wave here. And a little desperation. He knows the game is over, but he'll be able to delay just a little bit as she was in their base. just catching the bot wave at the same time. DK having a bit of fun at the end.
And DK gonna bring us to a game number 3. It was a lot of comfort in the draft, and the game was actually quite close until it wasn't. And then from that point on, it was a beatdown. Very different from game number 1. As are we?
Yes.
Yes. Gotta crank up that shield, KDA.
Yeah. Gotta play for that KDA. They get